Hello and welcome to Inside OUSD. I'm John Sasaki. For the second year in a row, the district is basking in the glow of two state championships. The girls basketball team from Oakland High won its second state championship in school history, and the next day, the boys basketball team at Oakland Tech won its first state championship in school history. So we're joined now by the two team captains, senior Asher Kramer from Tech and senior Deja Teague from OHI. Welcome. Thank you guys for being here, and thanks for bringing your hardware. It looks very good. How's that feel holding those things?
Great.
Great, amazing.
It does, doesn't it? All right, so if you want to put it down, feel free. So do me a favor, let's kind of start out and just hear a little bit about you guys. Did you grow up here? What schools did you attend? How did you get into basketball? What else do you do at school? Where are you going next year? What do you want to do? So Deja, why don't you start?
I went to Burkhardt Elementary School, and then I went to Montera Middle School, and I've been having my 4 years at Oakland High.
Mm-hmm.
I started getting interested in basketball in elementary, and my family has always been a sports family, whether it was basketball, football, or whatever sport. So that's really how I got into basketball. And I'm involved in other things on school, like leadership roles, and just I do play a part in the school and decisions that are made.
And you said earlier that you would like to play ball in college at the next level. I mean, so that's kind of what you're focused on right now?
Yeah, I'm just training and trying to get as much looks as I can to get ready for next year when I am in college playing basketball.
Very good, very good. Asher, tell us about you.
I grew up in Oakland, went to Hillcrest Elementary and Middle School, and now being at Tech, I love it. I love being in Oakland, and next year I plan to go to University of Michigan. Maybe play on the team, we'll see, but for now, just be a regular student,
D1 basketball, especially at the level of like the Big Ten. I mean, that's like serious. Like that's you eat, breathe, sleep basketball,
yeah,
right?
It's the real deal.
Yeah. So I mean, that's got to be a little daunting, whether you're going D1, D3, or whatever, right? I mean, it's like thinking of how in high school it's one thing, but it's a totally different kind of world when you're traveling across the country and playing all these other schools. Do you guys think about how that's going to work into your life as students as well?
Definitely. I mean, it'll be our next 4 years, wherever we go and whatever ends up happening. But I mean, if basketball is in the picture, then it's going to be all day, every day, and I'll love it if it does happen.
What do you think, Deja?
Yeah, I think the same. I think playing in high school kind of gave us an experience, but when we do get to college, it is like way bigger and more part of our life. So I think that if we do end up playing, that it's just we're going to put our all into it. That's what we know for sure.
Very good. All right, so just a few weeks ago, you guys won your state championships, your second, your first. You guys were in Golden One Center where the Kings play in Sacramento. What was that like playing in that environment and then seizing that win?
For us, it was great. When we got there, we wanted to recognize that we didn't come here just to say, oh, we played in the King Stadium. We tried our best. We came here to say that we were the winners at the end of it. So that's really what it was like. We came in there locked in and just ready to do what we worked the whole season for, which was get the W.
Very good. Now you guys had an interesting path there because you had the same NorCal Regional Championship game against Oakland High that you guys did last year, and last year Oakland High won that game. So what was it that put you guys above Oakland High in this situation and then propelled you into the state championship, and then what was it like winning that championship?
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome just to be a part of everything that went on, but playing against Oakland High, I mean, we played them, 8 times in the last 2 years, so we knew them, they knew us, and it was just about like who could make the shots and who could play tougher, and we ended up winning, which was awesome, and being in Golden One and playing was amazing, and we will not forget it, so it's awesome.
I mean, you guys are state championships forever. I mean, state champions forever. I mean, it's pretty cool. Did it feel more daunting to be on that big floor with that huge, set of seats, 17,000, 18,000 people can sit in that place? Did it feel like intimidating to be there?
When we got there, we were kind of like, wow, this is a big court, this is a big stadium. But I feel like we were just mentally prepared, and our coach just told us over and over, like, it doesn't matter where we're at, where you're playing, you play your game. And so we were trying to focus on the fact that it's just a game that's going to get us to the W. And when we ended up playing, you know, even a couple minutes on into the game, it was like, okay, all nerves are out. Like, this game is just a normal court. You shoot the same distance. So after a while, it was gone. Like, we didn't have any nervousness about the size of the court.
Yeah. Was it intimidating you guys at all?
I mean, getting off the bus, going to the locker room, seeing like NBA Stadium definitely was like, whoa, this is different. But once we got on the court and like layup lines and getting our warm up in, it's just basketball at that point. So, and we were ready. So,
and no question that both of you individually and both of you as teams overcame a lot of adversity to get where you are. What, if you can, kind of explain what it is that you guys do that kind of propels you forward when things aren't maybe going the way you want. You know, I'm sure you lost some games during the course of the season. Maybe you're feeling down about whatever. But what is it that keeps you, plowing forward? And I ask that in kind of the context of a lot of our kids go through adversity. So what's your tip to them to deal with things and just keep getting back up and going forward?
Probably having something to fall back on. For me, it was just the teammates and being regular human beings and interacting with them. But yeah, definitely just falling back on something and just being, I mean, the teammates and your friends are there for you, so everyone's helping each other out, trying to get to the same spot. So,
For me, I would say have a goal. So for our team, since the beginning, we had a new coach this year, a new system. So since the beginning, when she came in, she told us we're going to state, we're going to win the championship. So this season, no matter how many times we lost, no matter if we played well, we had our goal, and we knew that we were going to do whatever it takes to get us to that goal. So through the adversity, through all the bad things that may have happened, we just had our goal, and we had our eyes set on it.
Of course, one of the biggest bits of adversity that both of you dealt with, that all of us dealt with, is the COVID pandemic, right? And which shut down schools. I mean, part of your high school career was like at home on Zoom and all that. How did that shape you, and how did you kind of get through that to this point?
Well, for me, it shaped me because just that's a whole year of high school, like not in person. And then also basketball, that's a year of high school basketball that I didn't get to play. So when I came in sophomore year, I was, the summer or the school year of COVID, I trained a lot, so I can't say that helped me in that way. I really had all the time to train and get stronger and better at my game. So that's what I did. I seized the opportunity to do that. So when I came into my high school years, I was a little more developed, but it definitely affected it in a way. But
yeah, because I mean, a lot of it is just the isolation, right? You're not with your friends. You got to be at home. Like it was kind of a bizarre time for all of us, right? And so, what did that do to you, and how did you overcome that?
I think it definitely just made me hungrier, like on the basketball court, just because we lost a year, and so sophomore year I was like, okay, this is our chance. It's our chance to do what we want to do and play basketball, which we didn't have for a full year. And then in school too was the same thing, just being happy that we can socialize and be with friends and all that.
So I'll tell you that since I got here in 2016, we have actually won 11 state championships for schools here in Oakland. And you guys 10th and 11th. And so it's really amazing to me how successful we are here in Oakland, and what does that say about the kinds of athletes that this city produces, that you drive each other so much, even if you're not on the same team, if you're Oakland High, Oakland Tech, or McClymonds or Skyliner, how do the athletes and the teams push each other here and form you, put you in a position where really it is possible for you to win state championships when you get to that level?
I think it's just everyone playing tough through every adversity that anyone faces, and just everyone growing up playing with everyone. I mean, all of the players on my team know all the guys in all of OAL, and it was just, we were playing and we were happy if they won, they were happy if we won, because we're all from the same place, and we're all, if we win or if they win, Oakland wins. So that was the.
So you're happy for Oakland High taking down that big trophy there as well. And so what do you think? I mean, because it really is. It really is amazing how much champion blood there is here in Oakland, right?
I definitely agree. Like he said, all his teammates know his teammates, and everybody in OAL, I can say the same. There's a lot of people in OAL and just even Oakland schools in general that I've grown up playing, that I grew up playing with. And so I know a lot of people, but it's just really inspiring it's really inspiring to see other teams and other players winning too. So when they won, we were excited for them. Like he said, when they win, Oakland wins. So at the end of the day, we were just excited that, Oakland was represented and we played well and we both came out with the end result.
Pardon me for doing this. Hashtag One Oakland, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. All right, so I will tell you guys that plans are being formed right now for a big two-school, two-championship celebration for you, and we'll be announcing that in the coming weeks. And of course, everybody should join us. And that does it for this episode of Inside OUSD. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time for another episode of Inside OUSD.